Yo, what is up, Polo Gang? Today we're continuing my How to Win series in Black Ops 6 rank play. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how to win Hacienda Control every single time. You guys seem to really enjoy this series so far, especially the control ones. So if you guys want to go check out my other videos in my How to Win series, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Anyways, let's jump into the breakdown. Alright guys, so on the screen you'll see the layout for Hacienda Control. Before I get started with any spawns or strategies, I just want to say in general, this is a very big map, so playing your life is very important, because the distance you have to travel to get back towards the point, especially on offense, is very, very far. And control is all about managing your lives and the clock, so playing your life and staying up is very important. Okay, so starting with offense, I'm going to go over the spawns. The most common spawn you're going to see is probably right back here. If that's the case, enemies probably aren't in lobby or by wells, so you should be free to go where you please right off the spawn. And other spawn points too will probably be like over here behind these fences or up here even by well. If that's the case, someone is probably either in lobby or pushed up into your back spawn, or even inside of P2. So just be aware of that. Other spawn points you see kind of be right over here, or even like driveway or in P2. If you spawn in one of these three locations, there's probably someone either in lobby or even pushed up kind of over here, which is why we'll be spawning over here, over here. I'm going to say it again. Whenever you spawn in, just think about why did I spawn in there. Now, offense can be tough sometimes because of those spawn points. This is that most common one, so you have a very long route to go to either A or to B. So this map is going to be about getting a kill or two and then pushing a point together as a team. Now to start the game, a lot of people like to go to B first. Capping A is kind of hard, especially in the beginning of the game, because there are so many points that you can be shot from. You can be shot from here, bottom wine, this top window, bottom U, this top window, bottom secret, this top window, or top open. Now, if you count, there are 8 different angles you can be shot from, so A is kind of tough to cap, especially off rip, unless you get a full team wipe. Okay, so if you're capping B, ideally you want 2 on time just so it goes quicker. And your other 2 players on your team, one of them should try to get to right here on this head glitch, and the other one should play towards plaid or inside of office up here. This guy right here is going to be very important if he can get into that spot, because he has his head glitch and he can hold them spawning from over here, or if they're coming out from over here or from boat, they have full lines of sight onto these guys coming off spawn. This guy top plat can help out with this guy if these guys sneak in through and go up to top office, or if the enemies flank around the map and come around this way, they can ditch office and help teammates out with point this way. And this guy doesn't have to play plat, he can play inside of office, and what he can do is help out this guy further by either holding them coming up into office, or if they're trying to sneak around this way, they can jump out towards the window right here and help teammates won't trap the enemies. Now control is all situational. This is an ideal setup. So if you can get something like this, it should be good to go. Now if you're trying to capture A, I already went over this. There's so many spots you can be shot from here. Getting a team wipe or killing as many as possible is very important. Having someone right here, once again, is important because you can see all the enemies coming from spawn, either from here, here, or here. Another player you can use to help out can kind of be down here in this room next to wine, or they can go up in the top office again. Having your other 2 players on time, capping the point, and helping out when needed. Player can also come up to this heady, and it'll keep the defense spawning in the back. Now for spawn trapping, I was kind of going over it already. Having someone right over here, and either right over here or in this room, keep all the enemies spawning in the back area of the map, and they're going to be so worried about trying to get you guys out that your other 2 remaining teammates can cap either point. Now this is all easier said than done. You will see a lot of flanking getting shot in the back if you're not properly set up. So if you can get something like this on the screen, these players just holding the back, it'll make your life on offense a lot easier. Okay, so that's a general idea for how to play offense on this map. Now let's jump into defense. Okay, for spawn points on defense now, I already kind of touched on it, but a lot of the time you'll be spawning in this back garden area, maybe inside a boat, and then kind of back here by tin, or on this grass area. You can also spawn over here. And if someone's way pushed up, you can even spawn like kind of over here or over here. Okay, now those are the spawn points. Now I'm going to talk over some basic strategies kind of in the beginning of the game. Now, I talked about it on offense already. B is kind of the point that you want to go after first because A is so difficult to cap. Now, I would send 2 towards B, whether that's playing on a head glitch over here or even pushing up more, or if someone comes through here and plays up top and gets top U control. That's something I would look to do. Because chances are they're going through well, or they're coming up through close or through bottom secret. Try to get to B. The other players can take space kind of in halls, or you can even go rock to see if they're coming to hit A. And depending on what your other teammates do, they can push through to kind of get into lobby. Or maybe this guy even kind of pushes into P2. Then you can set up a spawn trap. Now, if you're on defense and you kind of want to spawn trap them, let's say you need someone in lobby in this general area. This spot is so big that people might just check the wrong corners. You can play this corner, play even up here on the top of spiral, and on the bottom of spiral, play in this side room by P2. Just so many spots to check in lobby. If you keep rotating throughout these spots, it's going to be hard for the enemies to get a flow going throughout the game because they're just hunting you down inside of lobby the whole time. If you want the enemies on back here, you can play on this grass area or on this truck, but just be mindful that they can occasionally spawn over here inside of P2, and if that's the case and you have no one watching this, they just kind of have free access to go into your spawn and set up a spawn trap of their own. So if you want to avoid that spawn trap, you can have someone here by rock and the fourth player helping out either in lobby or over here by well. It's really all just situational. Now obviously you're not going to have a spawn trap every single time you play, and like I mentioned in the beginning, playing your life is going to be very important here. So a lot of times this map is all kind of about playing corners. Like if you're holding somewhere over here, those are good spots to be in. A lot of times they're coming up spiral and they won't know which corner to check. And if that's the case, you have free kills. Other good corners to kind of be in is kind of like right here or right here, if they're trying to fly at B. And then other power positions you can hold, kind of be these top windows over here. Most of the times they are not spawning in this area of the map unless you force them to spawn over there. In most of my experiences on Hacienda, the majority of the fighting will kind of be on this portion of the map. This side of the map is kind of good for getting positionings to get into the other team's spawn, because a lot of times this is going to be wide open, since most of the time your spawn points are going to be in garden or back over here. And on the flip side, most of your spawn points are kind of going to be over here or even over here. It really just depends on how your team manipulates the other team's spawn. So that's going to be the general way of how to play Hacienda Control on both offense and defense. Ideally, you can set up spawn traps on either side, which will make your life a lot easier. But if that's not the case, it's going to be situational, and you have to make adjustments mid-game. And I'll say that one last time, this is a big map, and getting back to the points, whether on offense or defense, can take a while. So try to play your life as best you can, even if that means playing patient and sitting in corners. That's one thing that'll give you an edge, and help your team get the victory. Now let's jump into the gameplay. Alright, I'm in the control. I'm gonna try to get some kills and push up into their spawn. I'm in a little trap. Like one of my teammates AFK right now. One's on B. 10. He's running.
We're defending.
Two. Up. Probably spawning that back left of the line. Alright, they're heading B right now. My shots there. Make sure you got him. I don't know if we ever got that other guy.
We're contesting Bravo.
A and B right now. It's a lucky shot.
Defend them.
Right side. Yeah.
We're contesting all zones. The enemy is low on life.
Oh.
We're contesting.
Probably gonna go flood A.
We don't have the reserves for this.
Guys really want to be.
Don't be fooled. One
Hey.
thing is not the wall.
11-4. Okay, we got some offense now. Gonna try to get to that heady by the boathouse. Put him in a spawn trap.
Zone Alpha captured.
I'm capping A. Really,
Hostile reinforcements below.
really good.
Taking Bravo underway.
On bottom you. Dead.
Enemy team contesting B.
Gonna push up. Gotta get to this spawn trap.
B. Enemies contesting Bravo. Knocking down Bravo. Enemy team contesting B.
If you guys enjoyed that Hacienda Control breakdown, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more as I post Black Ops 6 content daily. Catch you all in the next one. Peace out.